I am the greatest.
Someone look color. Someone look color. Someone look dash. Someone look color.
The most important message of the entire album is actually what Alan Watts says at the very end, and it's a clip from Alan Watts, who's a philosopher, very famous in the 1970s for his works and his beliefs. It basically says, don't do anything just for money. Go out there, live your life, do what you love, appreciate the people around you, and have a good time while you're doing it. Don't focus too much on things that you can't control, and just love life. And then conceptually, just the inspiration and how the entire album came along. I watched Interstellar by Christopher Nolan, a film by Christopher Nolan that he wrote with his brother. It just inspired so much of the album, space travel and wormholes and other planets and habitable places, and even that in itself is also a metaphor for like paradise. What's your paradise? You know, what do you love? Is it family? Is it money? Is it success?
Like they never heard the words that came up out my mouth. It's like
With the first album, Under Pressure, that was just like, first, not to discredit it, I love it, but it was a true introduction story. It was an introduction to Logic. Who is Logic? What is Logic? I had been kind of introducing myself to my fans for years with all my mixtapes, and this one just summed it up. Now that I was on Def Jam and I was on a major label, I knew that I really needed to introduce myself to a much larger audience. The cool thing that I love about this album is that the concept has nothing to do with the actual music, because the concept takes place 100 years in the future, where two people on their way to a planet called Paradise are listening to this album. So I got to, for the first time in my entire career, rap about my present moment as opposed to my past and where I came from and my hardships and my struggles.